Welcome back to Talking Lead. This is episode 45. We are back in the Nashville Armory again. A lot of people request us to come back here.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
We've had requests?
We've had requests to come back here.
I know it wasn't Andrew.
Yeah, it's Andrew and Sean. They always want us to come back here. It is episode 45. Later in the show, we will talk about 45, so nobody gets ticked off at us. Do you know I got a new nickname on Facebook today?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Is it Gargantuan?
No, the guy said about the pictures when we went to the Beretta Gallery that he was glad they had arched doorways because I looked like the Jolly Gun Giant.
Jolly Gun Giant.
The Jolly Gun Giant. I'm going to take it. Go. I like it. It's better than Zeke the Freak.
Is that Triple G? Triple G.
Jolly Gun. No, that'd be a J.
Jolly.
Yeah.
Golly. I'll call you the golly.
What'd you do with guns this week, Left Hand?
Well, I got a new gun.
What'd you get?
I got a rubber band shooter. Loads 5 rubber bands for rapid fire action. Made of real wood. This is from one of our listeners. He sent this to both of us.
That's awesome. Do I get
There's a whole big long letter that goes along with it. You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it. It's a pretty funny letter.
It's long, though.
Now, you want me to read it? Here, I'll read it.
All right, so it says, Dear Talking Lead, in the interest of receiving an independent and unbiased review of our new product, we are seeking your expertise to conduct a T&E fair assessment of the new Joe O'Biden Roscoe Model P 5-shot handgun. That would be this
the 5-shot
rubber band gun shooter. This weapon is designed to be 50-state compliant and should be, according to Dear Leader Obama, legal in all 57, in quote, states that he has visited as then candidate Obama for the President of the United States. Also note that as part of the compliance protocol, we fruitlessly spent millions of taxpayer dollars to design and develop a weapon that is compliant when you sign up for the American Care Act, better known as Obamacare. If the new Joe O'Biden Roscoe P is purchased on or before December 31st, 2013, the weapon does not have to be disclosed as a real firearm on your application, even if you have been diagnosed with a pre-existing condition or are classified as an unstable psycho.
Yeah, that's 2 pages long.
It's 2 pages long, but I mean that's pretty much what they're going on. But I was really excited when I first started reading it. Of course, I didn't look and see what else was in the box.
Yeah.
And then I opened it up and it was that wooden gun there.
Nice.
So.
Did you do anything else with the gun?
No, I did some cleaning, and one of my buddies that despises cleaning his guns he bribes me with movies, so he brought a box of new movies and his guns to clean his guns. So I've been watching movies and cleaning guns.
I take bribes to clean guns, too. So if anybody wants to give me stuff, I'll clean your guns. Well, with me,
what'd you do?
Found a little honey hole of hunting land. A buddy of mine, I'm not even going to say where in Tennessee, but somewhere in Tennessee has some land that hasn't been hunted in 20 years.
Really?
And I was kind of like, okay, tell me the address, everything, I'll check it out. And anybody that knows about hunting, some of the best places for deer, especially buck, is in saddles and land. That's where there's a low spot in between 2 ridges because they don't want to be caught on the skyline. So
you've been Googling again, haven't you?
No, I know that stuff.
Okay.
I looked, and there was 2 saddles on the land that were perfect. And then another place that you want to get a good buck is on an S-curve of a creek because there's usually a flat part in that S-curve where they'll cross. They'll get their water and they'll cross. Well, I looked at Google Earth, and there's a saddle there's an S-curve that leads right up into that saddle. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm going to go scout it this week.
So is he going to give you dibs on the spot?
Oh, yeah, he already has.
Where's my invitation?
You're welcome to come. I just invited our guests that we're about to talk about, too. So
okay, so we're all just going to have a big old...
I get the saddle and the S-curve, though.
That's fine.
But he's got 78 acres, so there's going to be plenty of spots for everybody. And there's a little hill, a woody hill that probably...
the Talking Lead Ranch is prime hunting land as well.
We need to do that, too. Actually, there's a lot of good places there.
97 acres.
There's a lot of really good places there.
Yes, there are, and that hasn't been hunted in a long time, I know.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be getting some bucks this year. You know, I've never got a buck. Never got a buck. All doe. I will get a buck this year.
Last one I got was 2 years ago. The 7-pointer.
It's going to happen this year.
You won't get one this year because you just said you were going to get one.
He just hexed himself, didn't he?
You just jinxed yourself.
Well,
I said that last year, and I was done.
Give it to him. Hex.
Thanks.
No good.
Great. Now
no, I canceled your hex, dude.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He'll do it again before the show's over.
Yeah.
So our guest that you hear is Mr. Markus Fox, country artist with Outdoor Music record label.
Out of Alabama.
Yeah, Sweet Home, Alabama.
Sweet.
You said you only got one new place to hunt. I'm pretty sure.
That's right.
You
I do
got
have two. I do have
places
two
to come
now.
hunt today.
Exactly.
We got three.
Three, technically, if
three.
you throw in the Talking Lead Ranch, the Boneyard.
I got another one and maybe another one.
Yeah, you got two.
We're all working on the same page.
Talking about honeypot.
Now, you were here last night playing with Leonard Skinner, right?
Yes, at the Ryman Auditorium downtown.
Awesome. Historical Ryman Auditorium.
Yes, the historic.
All right,
Pretty-
so you gotta tell us. Describe your feeling when you walked on stage.
I couldn't see anything.
Butterflies.
Actually, it all
Nervous?
happened so fast, and it just had to go because we had a certain window of time that we had to do things in, and it just went like it was like that's what I was supposed to do. It just all happened right there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, bam, bam, bam.
So all your
Nice.
training
It
just
was
kicked
great,
in
yeah.
and boom.
It just went right
It's
to
kind of
it.
automatic. Did you
pretty
get to
sweet.
play with
I did not get to play
Leonard?
with Skinner. I got to give away 2 guitars
That's awesome.
to 2 vets
Awesome.
and give them that therapy, I guess, that music brings to people, you know. And they weren't just like guitars. You know, some people give away the autographed guitars, and guitars were only like $300-400.
Sure.
These were like $4,000 Gibson Les Pauls, and they
Awesome.
were sweet.
And you got to give those away?
And I got to give those to two Army vets that both served overseas and were having some struggles coming back home.
Sure.
And I got to hand them to them on stage with Skinner, and then
Good for you.
Skinner did give $10,000 to that organization last
Awesome.
night.
Now, what did you do with guns this week?
I just bought a new gun.
What'd you get?
I'm actually waiting on it to come in right now. It's a Thompson Center Arms Encore
Nice.
308 caliber. I don't even know how to explain the stock on it. It's the craziest stock I've ever seen with a pistol grip built in. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Is it the one with the thumb hole?
It's got a
Yeah.
thumb hole. It's crazy, but I fell in love with it. My uncle has one, and he has it in 243, and I fell in love with it when he got it, and I was like, I need one of those in a higher caliber, sir.
Nice.
So, he owns an outfitter store in North Carolina, and I called him up, and we traded a gun back and forth and talked about it a little bit, and should be at my front doorstep come when I
You
get
waiting
back
on you
home.
when you get home?
That's what I'm hoping.
It's a good thing. We got another guest here, too, the guy that introed us. We've been friends with for a little while. We've been trying to get him on the show for a while. Finally snagged him. Come up for this one, Mr. Gabriel,
How's it going?
former Marine.
Yep.
Just solid all-around badass.
Try to be.
Yep.
We're talking about my motorcycle club.
No,
Yeah.
not yours. Mine.
We'll talk about mine.
Talk about
You got
his
one?
all day long.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
talk about yours in a
Well,
minute.
technically it's not mine, but they came to the show last night, and it's the Vietnam Vets Legacy Vets Motorcycle Club.
Oh, okay.
It's a 3-piece patch club, and they all rode up, and I got to ride in the pack with them yesterday.
nice.
Me and
Yeah, it was a lot of
we
fun.
both got
Cool.
to ride with them, and
Cool.
they came up and supported it, and they've been so good since we started. They're all vets, and they work towards veteran causes. That's what their whole mission is about. So
Awesome.
they get as many people as they can. We didn't have a whole lot of folks here yesterday, but the reason as we're planned, because they had 2 brothers that got killed last week on their motorcycles.
Oh,
So
man.
a lot of them went to the funeral and couldn't come up here too. So but we're great that I think we had about 25-30 guys. It was a great ride.
Awesome.
First time for me to
Good
ever
pack.
ride in a pack like
That's
that. It
cool.
was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much own the highway.
What'd you
Yes,
do
we
with
did.
guns this week, Gabe?
What did I do with guns this week?
Now, you've got a new job, right?
I did.
That involves guns.
It does involve guns. Yeah, I'm currently managing the gun shop in Columbia called Northside Gun Shop, and right now I'm doing custom builds for people, ARs and Glocks. So this week I worked on a few AR builds.
Nice.
So having a good time with that.
You know, we're working on one here for the show. We're doing a 300 blackout build.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You told me about that.
Yeah, so you can help us out with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some hookups.
Awesome.
deal.
Then Gabe went with us on the little Knob Creek trip with Sam, our super secret squirrel member of Talking Lead.
Yeah, and we were at the range at the 5-star retreat.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
before
5-star.
Before I headed out to Virginia.
Yeah, we got to get him out to 5-star.
Oh, yeah. 5 stars. Gorgeous, baby. Awesome area.
I've got to be on here more.
Yeah, you do.
Right. This
You gotta be talking.
Yeah. We need to get a longer table. I'll come sit next to
Yeah, exactly.
you. This is awesome.
Let's do Jack Wagon Train.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead Jack Wagon of the Week, so brace yourself, baby.
Thank you, R. Lee. And this week's Jack Wagon of the Week, I think it's obvious to every gun owner and gun enthusiast out there.
Are you going to go down that road?
Yeah, I'm going to go down that road.
Even though he got on there and defended himself and said, that they're blowing this out of proportion.
Did he defend himself, or did the
No.
real editor?
No, he was defending himself.
Really?
Yeah, he made the statements himself.
I don't know how he can defend that, though.
Well, because he didn't say it. He's saying I didn't say it.
The Guns and Ammo guy?
I thought you were talking about Tom Cruise.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe anything that guy says anyway.
Tom Cruise?
He's out of his mind.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Tom Cruise has got a tentative one until we have all the evidence.
All the facts.
He allegedly said that being an actor is harder than being in the war in Afghanistan.
Really?
If he
Actually,
really
read the
said that,
article. I think I have it.
Wait, who said that?
Well, allegedly said it. He's saying
Tom
that he
Cruise allegedly said that.
Said that what he does training on a day-to-day basis
He said he didn't say that.
is harder than what the guys do over there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Overseas, which is complete
garbage.
It's absolute garbage.
If he said,
I was actually going to say a different word, but I'm glad you shouted.
We can bleep
garbage.
it.
Yeah, see, they bleep things.
Yeah, we bleep things.
Yeah.
So
If you can bleep
say
things.
whatever you want.
Sweet.
We put neat little sound effects over it.
It sounds like a turd dropping in the toilet. It's like bloop. So
We could do one of your guitar chords to cover up our
I've been sweating that because I have a mouth of. I mean, I'm a Marine too, so
yeah. So
I have
we'll
a
get
filthy
that.
mouth.
Trust me, we do too.
So Tom Cruise has got an alleged tentative spot on the Jack
He's
Wagon
got a
train.
reserve seat if it turns out to be.
Yeah, I was talking about the former editor guy from Guns and Ammo. That basically in the December episode, in the December issue, said some anti-gun statements, pretty much saying the high-capacity magazines should be banned, and he quickly got fired.
He
from
was
Guns and
basically
Ammo.
jumping on the bandwagon to regulate.
And it's pretty wild. We've had a lot of response from listeners saying that they've read his stuff for years and never even sensed anything like that coming out, and then he just went on a tirade in his last editorial and got quickly fired. I'm still on the fence with Guns and Ammo though.
The editor.
Yeah, because
himself.
they came out and they said, we apologize. We quickly dealt with it. He's fired. Blah blah blah. I should have caught this when I read it. Well, that to me is like, wait a minute, you read this and you still let it get printed? What's going on there?
If he's up in the higher echelon of things, he probably
but at the same
slipped it in.
time, why not let this guy introduce this controversy and then, let's get it. He got it out there and got people talking about it again, So
That sounds
I'm
kinda
not
like
saying that that's a home for him, but at the same time, this editor guy that was trying to put all the blame on him. Obviously he's still there.
I think anybody that knew it was going to get printed.
I think that was his whole
should have been
point. Was
canned.
he wanted to stir up a can of worms and see where this article led.
Well, that's kind of like that whole Bob Costas thing. After so many years of broadcasting sports, all of a sudden he has a problem with the Redskins.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the name is racially motivated. After all these years of covering it, now he's got a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't figure.
Yeah.
People not sticking true to what they believe, trying to be something they're not, and then
and Guns and Ammo has not had the
greatest
greatest subscription rates as of late, just because they're turning into a magazine that.
But they've been around
more
since
of a
what?
giant advertisement.
60s?
Oh, they're oldest.
Yeah,
I think.
they're one of the oldest magazines
Them and Field and
out
Stream.
there.
Yeah.
But you've got magazines like Recoil and a lot of the other magazines like Specialty Weapons, Tactical Weapons. They're coming out and they're.
Seems like there's a new bunch of magazines out every month.
There are.
Yeah, there's one that came out, Gun Up magazine. They also
haven't heard of that.
Yeah,
one.
Gun Up. They also have a website. They
Gun Up.
Yeah, Shelley Ray is the editor of that magazine. I know her really well. She's a nice girl.
Nice.
They got a good magazine publication. They're extremely pro-gun, extremely pro-Second Amendment. Real good outfit.
Yeah.
Well, Mr.
What's your
Metcalf,
Marcus? What's your? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, let's
ahead.
get rid of the jack wagon.
Yeah.
here.
So Metcalf, welcome to the Jack Wagon train.
What's his first
I think
name?
Tom Cruise should be in there just because.
Yeah.
Whether he said it or not.
Yeah. Just because he's
just-
weird.
Yeah, just because he's
Just
Tom
'cause
Cruise.
he's freaking weird.
He screwed it up with Katie Holmes. I mean,
and Nicole Kidman.
And Nicole
Nicole
Kidman.
Oh my
Kidman.
gosh,
yeah.
she's hotter than
And
you know
Mimi
what?
Rod,
And who's Nicole Kidman married to now?
the
that
country
urban
Keith Urban.
Keith
Keith
Urban.
Urban.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Australian dude.
What
Yeah.
an idiot.
They live here in Nashville too.
They sure do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Marcus, we ask a few questions
Yeah.
to everybody that comes on the show that are gun related. And you want to start off, Left Hand?
Yeah. So Marcus, turn your phone off.
Sorry.
No, go ahead and answer if you need to.
Nah.
If it's a good juicy one, we'll leave it on there.
Yeah, let's put it on here.
So you're a young guy.
24.
Compared to us, you're very young compared to me. How did you get involved with gun? What's your earliest recollections of firearms? And
I remember I grew up down in South Alabama, so we've always been hunting all my life.
just a way of life?
It's,
isn't it?
it's just a way of life. I didn't know before I went in the Marine Corps. My grandpa used to. He was in the Army. My great grandfather was in the Marine Corps and the Army, World War II. My uncle was in the Marine Corps in Vietnam, and So we always shot. We always went hunting. Everything was pretty much revolved around firearms. There's one, and my grandpa used to keep them. He had a little box under the kitchen table. So when the area that they lived in turned kind of bad, he had a gun hidden everywhere. And as he got older, we couldn't find all the guns that he'd hidden throughout the house. So we'd just be cleaning something up, and then a gun,
find a gun,
loaded gun fall out, out of one of my grandma's old purse pockets or something like that. And you're like,
cool.
We've been looking for this for 2 years, and we finally found it. So,
nice.
But we did that. He used to take me. He got me a Daisy Red Ryder BB gun. The old school Red Ryder BB guns, not the new school ones.
Yeah,
that
the ones
lever action.
The ones you put your eye out.
Yeah, the ones you put, the ones that actually kill a squirrel.
Yeah.
Not the ones now that'll.
When you can pump like 100 times.
So would you say that was your first firearm?
That was my first firearm.
Interesting. That's like third or fourth person who's.
Oh yeah, that was mine.
Yeah, it was mine too.
He set me up. He took a piece of rubber tube, like radiator hose, sometimes a little bit smaller, and he put a piece of red electrical tape on it, and he'd set them up all over the yard. And he'd take me, a good little distance away and turn me around a couple times and then say, go. And I'd have to shoot them. And I'd have to start at the first one and then find them and go all the way down. If I missed one, we'd have to set them all back up, and I'd have to start.
That sounds
over.
like the beginnings of Top Shot.
Yeah.
That's how Top Shot got started.
It's pretty cool.
Your
But
granddad
I didn't
was a
know
consultant on Top Shot.
that training right there would actually help me when I got to the Marine Corps. I didn't know that's what he was. He was just trying to make me proficient in marksmanship and teach me about it, and I didn't. Now I'm so thankful for him doing that way back in the day.
Absolutely.
See these other. I already had some bad habits. You see the guys that come in the Marine Corps from like New York and stuff like that. They've never shot before.
Sure.
They shoot really good because they don't have bad habits. Then you have the other guys that can't hit the side of a barn 15 yards.
Gabe, you're laughing like that was you.
No.
That was Gabe.
I'm not gonna lie.
Secretly.
I did pizza box out of boot camp.
Ouch.
Yeah, but I made
Are
up
you
for it.
serious?
I cross rifled every other
That's
time.
just as good as Unkin, man. Are you kidding? You should have never told me that.
Now you got to
never
fill us
told
in.
me
What's
that.
pizza boxing out of boot camp?
You get a pizza box, which would be
Marksman.
and then you have sharpshooter, and then you have expert. And the expert is 2 cross rifles with a wreath.
Yep.
Sharpshooter is iron cross.
Yeah, Iron Cross.
Iron cross. And marksman, which is the lowest you can get, which out of 250 is like a 180.
It wasn't that bad.
Out of a 180 to 200 out of 250 for the qualifying range.
Gotcha.
You get this big square, and it's a target, but it looks like a Pizza Hut pizza box.
So they call it the pizza box.
That's
When you look
awesome.
at somebody's uniform from the Marine Corps, you see that they have a pizza box.
That's awesome.
Just like our friend here.
Which leads into our second question.
Yes.
Military law enforcement experience.
I served 4 years in the United States Marine Corps,
Okay.
3rd Battalion, 9th Marines. I was infantry. I went to Iraq in 2009 and Afghanistan in December 2010. Came back home in July 2011.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got out in November 2011.
Thank you for your service.
We call those boots because he's so
Hey,
much
but
junior than me.
this boot had an expert rifle badge out of boot camp. Thank you very much.
And that's new Corps. I mean, I was in the old Corps.
Yeah, new Corps. Mhm.
What's your most memorable experience while you served?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's several.
What's one comes to mind right quick? Right when I said that. What
Right.
were you thinking
quick.
of? I know there's don't filter yourself. You're filtering yourself right now.
All right. So I don't really pay attention to NFL football, right? This is kind of non-service related, but it was with the guys that I was in the Marine Corps with. And they were diehard New Orleans Saints fans. We were coming back from leave, and they were playing the Super Bowl. It was the night they won the Super Bowl. And they brought back hand grenade mix and some backwoods Bayou coon-ass moonshine.
Oh, man.
And I was like, you come back from leave like we had just done that Sunday and checked in, you got to go back to work. You're away from your family. Probably won't get to come home for 3 or 4 months again and see them. Pretty down. So I started drinking heavily.
Oh.
Anyways, as the night went on, I don't really remember exactly what happened, but the next morning I woke up with a paper towel taped to my leg, and I was hungover and laying in the bed. It was freezing cold. It was February. It was Super Bowl time, and I woke up and I pulled up. The paper towel was duct taped to my leg.
Okay.
I pulled off the paper towel, and there was a red fleur-de-lis in the paper towel in the light from the light outside my room, and I looked at it, and I came down, and there was like this jelly stuff all over my leg. It was petroleum jelly. And as I turned the light on,
They give you a tat.
I got a Saints
Oh,
fleur-de-lis
my word.
tat.
Nice.
He has a full-size
That is
Saints
awesome.
tattoo on his calf. That's a good 4-inch tattoo.
That's a big one.
That's pretty memorable, isn't it?
Yeah, that was, you could say I was not a happy camper when I got up. Then I look back at it now, and it's good times with great friends and brothers, and
That's
a really, really good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That doesn't mean Saints to you. That means that experience.
that experience that
That's
it
cool.
was.
Yeah.
Bad thing was the guy that I do remember this about the tattoo shop. We went to Taco Bell, and then I came back, and this guy had a pinky nail that was like out to here. On the-
Cocaine nail. Huh?
Cokehead.
Yeah, and he was sitting there, and he just got done tatting somebody up, and he walked in the bathroom. He said, guys, I just got to run in here real quick. He shut the door and opened it right back up.
Oh,
It was like,
no.
all right, guys, I'm ready to go.
Get
And,
recharged.
I was like, man, I have never taken a piss that fast in my life. So you definitely, and I was so hammered, I didn't really care.
But it's actually a good quality tattoo, though.
You got to look at it real close. From a distance, it's a good from
We know
far.
a guy.
Far from good.
That could doctor that up for you.
Yeah.
Well, I got another one that needs to get finished.
Nice.
The guy that was doing it ended up passing away in between sessions, so
Oh, man.
I've never got it finished.
Uh,
So it's a full sleeve too on my
Cool.
on my arm.
all right. So when it comes to pop culture, what is your go-to gun-related source? Whether it be a movie, a book, a song, TV show,
Video game.
video.
I have to say, I have a bunch of movies on my computer that I watch from when I was in Afghanistan. I stole them off other people's hard drives.
Borrowed.
And, But yeah, borrowed.
Yeah.
Borrowed them.
Shared.
Permanently.
Yeah, we shared with some other movies, some good movies. But we Shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mark
Wahlberg.
We watched that when we were getting lessons from the PMIs in boot camp. They showed us that movie. I know, right? That's a movie in boot camp.
Yeah.
But they showed us not the whole movie, but clips from the movie to help us get motivated to go out to the range the next day. And
Right.
Marines were the best marksmen in the world and things like that. So that movie's probably, I watch it all the time.
Nice. It's
I know
good.
everybody that comes over is like, we're watching Shooter again tonight.
That might have made the difference.
Shut up, dude.
If I had got to watch a movie when I was in Marine Corps boot
Is that
camp,
what it would say?
maybe I
Marky
would have
Mark?
got to shoot better.
I don't think so. No. You can either watch the movie or go to sleep.
I think this next movie he's got coming out is going to be
amazing.
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's going to
Yes.
be extremely
Such awesome. Horrible
survivor.
tragedy.
Yes.
Sure,
Horrible
yeah.
tragedy, but
I'm just talking about as far as he
Yeah.
goes as an actor and
Yeah.
in movies and roles. I'm really looking forward to
I was
this
reading
one.
an article he wrote, and he was like, "It's such a humbling experience that he said it was to play Marcus Luttrell and to meet him and to try to get into his character." And I can't imagine that because
No.
that's one hell of a man right there.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like we were telling you before the show started. We got to meet him last week when we went to Dallas, and it really is. It's humbling to know his story, and you're sitting there talking to him. You're going, wow, this is the guy that went through all that.
Crawled 7 miles on his stomach. I can't
Amazing.
even fathom. Shot, blown up.
Yeah,
Not only that, they
definitely.
killed
Well,
There was like
traumatized with the death of all his teammates.
160 of the 200
Yep.
that were there
Mm-hmm.
of the Taliban that came in. 4 guys.
Unreal.
4 guys.
Unbelievable.
165 guys killed. That's
Unbelievable.
ridiculous.
It's kind of like some Chosen Reservoir type stuff.
Is there or has there ever been a gun in your arsenal that there's a little bitty part of you that's kind of embarrassed to say, yeah, I own that once? No little pink revolvers.
No pink
or-
revolvers. No.
No Lorson.
I don't even know what this gun was.
High point.
No, it
Commemorative
was-
Saints gun, maybe.
Yeah, commemoratives. Yeah. You're funny. Pizza box sitting over there. You just go back over there.
The punches go wild.
Maybe if you stare at it hard enough, you can eat you a slice of pizza. You know what I mean?
Almost got that all over myself right
Papa
there.
was,
John's on
uh,
speed dial.
That actually sounds good right now.
John.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel. I can't even tell you the
All right,
name. I don't
revert
even
to the
know.
backup
Yeah, revert
question.
to the backup question.
Okay, the
It was
backup
really
que-
girly though. It had these crazy rose designs on it. It had a pearl handle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I could not even tell you what it was.
Was it
Was
a
it-
revolver?
No, it was
It's a 38 Super.
it was a 380.
380.
But it was as big as my hand.
It may have been a Lorson.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
It
it
was
heavy?
crazy. Yeah, it was really
Like,
heavy.
it was probably Lorson.
Lorson or a
It
Cobra,
was-
one of the two.
It had nothing on it but the engraving. It was old.
Oh, wow.
I got to shoot a Lorson for the first time
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, about a week ago.
That's
It wasn't
funny.
as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually,
As bad as I talk about.
it actually put up some pretty good groups. It put better groups up than the Keltec PF9.
Now, is there one you have that you wish you had back?
Yes, I had a Benelli Supernova
Oh, nice.
shotgun with a pistol grip.
Nice.
And it was fully decked out, camo dipped. Man, it was awesome.
I
and
love
I
my
actually
Nova.
traded it for a $700 pair of boots.
What?
I did. What? They were cayman skin boots.
Lucchese's?
No,
No?
they were actually Ariats.
Really?
Yeah, but
I
they
didn't know
were.
Ariat
they were
had any of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I wish I had it back. I've tried to get in contact with the guy. The funny story about that gun is me and a couple of my buddies were sitting in my room on leave one time talking to my dad. We were getting ready to head out that morning, and I had the shotgun sitting right here. We were getting ready to go duck hunting. Got back to the base, and I was sitting here talking. My dad was explaining this story to all of us about something that happened with. He had a confrontation with a guy somewhere, and he grabbed my head to kind of show, what had happened in the whole thing. When he grabbed my head, he pushed it down like he did to the guy in the confrontation. When he did, he slammed my face down on the barrel that was sitting right there. So it cut the inside of my eye right here. So I had to go back to work, go back to what happened to you on leave, man? Why do you have a big black eye? What, did you get your ass whooped? Like, no, my dad slammed my head on the barrel of my shotgun.
Wow. Yeah, I love my Nova. I just got it about 4 months ago, right before dove season.
I killed more deer with that the 3 years I had that than any
Really?
other gun I've ever owned.
Nice.
And I actually bought it because a friend of mine wanted to take me duck hunting, and I'd never been duck hunting.
Yeah.
And I got the short barrel because I do a lot of deer hunting.
Right.
'Cause down in Alabama, duck hunting's not really I was never raised in it. Yeah. So in a place I was hunting on the wild game public land hunting in North Carolina was really thick, and I'd had my rifle there, and I jumped an 8-point, huge 8-point, and I couldn't find him in my scope trying to pull it up all that fast. It happened. So I was like, man, I need to bring the shotgun out here. Next day, I marked the spot with a little reflective belt. I stuck in the tree. I came back the next day, shot a spike because I jumped him in the same spot. And as I pull back up to my spot, there's two guys sitting on their truck. My 8-point's tied to the back of it. I said, where'd you guys kill that? He was like, you see that marker up there somebody left? He's like, we walked in the woods about 200 yards from there, and it opened up into a pretty nice little clearing. We walked up, and would you believe that deer jumped up right in front of us? And I was like,
Nope.
No, I could have never known.
Was it your land?
No, it was public land, so it's not.
Dang.
It's public land.
Talked about your gun you wished you had back. Tell us now, as far as bucket list goes, what's the primo number one gun on your list right now that you'd like to?
Really want a 1911. I have a Smith & Wesson Sigma 40 right now that's mounted underneath my steering wheel. But I don't.
Any particular type of 1911?
I'm really looking. I shot the Kimber. I love the Kimber. I love them a lot, but I don't love the price a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
They're a lot on the price.
but I haven't really found.
Tell you what, a man like you get Lariat. Is that the boot company?
Ariat.
Lariat. Get the
Ariat.
yeah.
I'm
Whatever.
actually wearing Luke Casey's right now.
Whoever.
If Luke
Get a
Casey's
boot
listening.
company like that to sponsor.
These
you.
are elephant
You can trade
skin.
boots for guns.
I want the ostrich Lucchese's.
Oh, yeah.
$500.
No, dude, get the elephant skin.
Really?
And why I tell you that? I'll show it to you.
What's interesting about elephant skin is that it's illegal to kill elephants, but elephant testicles are okay to harvest. So those boots are probably actually made from elephant testicle.
Well, I mean, that's
You know what they got? You know
That's
what
large
they
enough.
told me at Luke Casey? They said you'll never buy another pair of boots. It's the toughest leather you can buy.
We've
because
got
it's elephant testicle.
we've got
it's
the
elephant.
owner of the Nashville Armory looking at us like these guys are never going to come back here again.
Hey, it's legal to harvest.
He's just trying to cover up the fact that he got a pizza box in boot camp.
Back to this again. Back to this
You
again.
should have never told me that.
You
I
know,
should
it's
have
not.
never told you that.
It's not illegal to hunt elephants. You can get a permit, and you can hunt them.
In certain parts of Africa, it's illegal. To
You just
hunt
ruined my
certain
story. Left hand. You
Hey,
just
Well, the
ruined
only
my
reason we
entire
know that
story.
is because we went to the Beretta Gallery, and the manager there
Was talking about it.
was talking about it.
I still would
'Cause he
never
had
hunt
pictures
elephant. That's the
of
one
this-
hunt that I've seen done, and I'm like,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
there's
either.
something about it that I'm like, I don't know.
How about
if
the
I can-
guy that tried to kill the lion and it dove at him? and his
Yeah.
guide shot the lion, and the lion fell on the guy. Have you
That would
seen
be
that
cool.
video?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be the one getting the lion on me,
No,
but
I think they were elephant hunting.
I want to do a
I'm not
water
mistaken.
buffalo hunt. They say that's like one of the most dangerous animals out there when you're hunting them.
A water buffalo?
Yeah, because if you hit them, they will find you and charge you. The guys
Takes a
usually
lot to
have a
take
higher
them down,
power.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
300 Win Mag
Oh yeah, easily.
at least.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit. You've got a new album that just came out, right?
I do. It's called Thinking Out Loud.
Okay.
It's on iTunes. People always spell my name wrong. Always.
How do you spell it?
Markus.
K. See, I would have
Everybody always spells it with a C, but it's a K.
Yeah.
So
So I'm glad you told me because
Yes.
Is
this
iTunes
episode
not
would've said C.
autocorrect?
iTunes autocorrect. I mean, iTunes. It's Markus. Markus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to
Fox.
look it up, Fox. FOX.
That's pretty
You
simple.
can't miss
That's
that.
pretty- no,
Just
you
do
can't mess
Fox,
that up,
and then
yeah.
boom. There we go.
So they can go on iTunes and they can find it, right?
Yes, you can
Okay.
right now. It is up there. It's $4.95 for all 5 songs.
That's a bargain.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
So,
5 songs.
There's 5 songs.
Oh,
so it's
see,
fine.
it's average price.
Yeah, just
Most
about.
albums are what, 10, 11 songs?
10, 11
Gotcha.
songs. Actually, nowadays, most of the ones that are released, it's all digital. Nobody does CDs anymore. Just a certain few
Right.
do CDs. And so now everything's digital. So you don't really sell an album. You sell an EP.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just usually like 6 to 8 songs. And that's pretty much... That's how they do it these days. There's no more CD or record sales or anything like that. It's digital sales.
Now, you got a website too, right?
I do too. It's MarkusFox.com, actually. And I'm on
With a K.
Facebook with a K.
And we've
I
got-
sound like that girl off Sweet Home Alabama that's always like, I'm Christina with a K.
Markus with
Every
a K.
time. Markus with a K.
Or like that stand-up comedian we heard on the way to Dallas, where he's like, I hate it when I meet a girl and she's like, oh, my name's Amy, and he says A-M-Y, and she's like, no, it's A-I-Y-M-E-I. It's like they got to be different.
Blame
We
it on
got
the
a couple
mama.
songs that we're going to play.
Yes.
First
No,
one.
we don't. Markus is going to play.
All right, so first we'll play I'll Be Around.
Yep.
So here's I'll Be Around.
Sitting all alone, getting stoned beneath the neon lights, drinking anything to get her off my mind. Bar keeps sets them up as I throw them down. She don't wanna see me now. I'll be right here till they throw me out. And then, well, I'll be around. Be around the whiskey if she ever missed me. I won't be hard to find. Be around the cold beer, yeah, right here all night. I'll be around the jukebox and non-stop listening to those country sounds. Sure as there is a closing time, I'll be around. Right here to help me get by. Jim, bring me Jack, gonna be a hell of a night. But that rock gut of whiskey burn won't seal the wound. Now she don't wanna see me now. I'll be right here till they throw me out. Then, well, I'll still be around. I'll be around the whiskey if she ever missed me. I won't be hard to find. Be around a cold beer, yeah, right here all night. Be around the jukebox and non-stop listening to those country sounds. Sure as there is a closing time, well, I'll be around. Be around a whiskey if she ever missed me. I won't be hard to find. Be around a cold beer, yeah, right here all night. Be around a jukebox non-stop listening to those country sounds. Sure as there is a closing time, I'll be around.
So tell us a little bit about that song. How'd that come about?
It was right after I got back from Afghanistan.
Okay.
Bought a plane ticket for a girl to come see me when I got off the bus. She didn't come. So I went in this about a month-long drinking binge. And it's more of a celebration than, you know what I mean?
Women.
Yeah, I know. So I wrote this song on a bar napkin, carried it around for like 2 years.
Country songs never come about that way, right? Long drinking binges and bar napkins.
Barnett.
Not at all.
And
Women. Not at all. Women.
eHarmony, that's the way to go.
I carried that around for 2 years, and I came up here to a songwriting conference, and me and James Breedwell just sat back in a room and finished writing it, and I played it for the guys at my label, and we liked it, so we cut it, and I think it turned out to be amazing with the final production.
That's
and
an
it
awesome
was
song, dude.
Had Chris Lusinger on it to play lead. He played the session for Garth Brooks' songs back in the day, and he's just an awesome guy to work with. Walt Aldridge. Well, we had a great session crew that came in there, and it was just everything flowed so good, and it was down in Muscle Shoals at Noise Block, and Gary Baker let us come down there and record.
Dad's family's from around there. Sheffield. Did you record at that little studio right on the river?
No, I didn't do it there. We went to Noise Block. It's downtown.
Okay.
Right next to the river. But it was, dude, I love that. But the vibe was great. The people were awesome. The staff was phenomenal. Awesome. We had a great time in there, and I look forward to going back to the next album.
So we heard a recording here. How are you live? Huh?
We'll find out.
I'll let you guys think for yourself once you hear it. How about that?
All right.
So the next one we're going to play, this one's more military based.
Yeah, this military.
I was leading into the live one. What are we not doing live?
We're going to do that one last.
Do that one
'cause
last.
It's edgier. Yeah.
Okay.
Edgier. There you go. Yeah.
Edgy.
Really, you're going to like it when you hear it. A whole lot. This is called I'm Still Coming Home. PTSD obviously is a big problem these days. Nobody knows about it. Hopefully you won't edit this out, but more people are worried about the reality stars, like the ones behind us back there. And look at her.
She looking at you?
Look at them go.
She got your eyes?
No, they were just doing like a little strip dance there.
Getting down.
Oh, now we're definitely going to make it on
Look
TV.
at that. Yeah, we're on TV doing a radio show. Something about that makes me nervous. Two dumb bimbos with a gun.
That will not get
That's a
edited
reality
out.
show.
That will stay in the show.
That is a reality show right there.
That's what makes it a reality show. Yeah.
Well,
Sitting here
You gotta
trying to
have
talk
at least
about
two bimbos.
PTSD.
see,
we
you guys
just
should have
kinda
me on
go-
every week.
We should. I agree.
I think if you put
We need to
want
create a Marcus Fox segment every
Marcus,
Dude, that
Sam,
would be-
and Gabe all together,
Oh my
over.
gosh! Oh,
Wait till
if
you
we
meet
got
Sam.
The three of you.
That's
Oh.
our TV show.
yeah. There you go.
when
Let's
you meet
do it.
Sam, you'll
That's
get
our
it.
TV
I'm
show.
so down.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't play with me.
Our three personalities together is unreal.
Sweet.
He's
That
gonna
would
be
be
he's gonna
scary.
be the music band leader.
I don't think America could handle that.
They really
He's gonna be
couldn't.
the man on the
They really
street.
couldn't.
You get three ridiculously good-looking combat veterans together.
Maybe two.
Me
Really
and
good at
Sam.
Well,
So here is we didn't talk about it.
well,
Yeah,
it's
PTSD.
PTSD is a real big problem, and nobody knows or cares to talk about the fact that 6,500 veterans or service members kill themselves each year.
Wow.
That's 18 a day.
6,500.
6,500 a year.
Yeah.
5,200 have died in the war so far
Yeah,
in Iraq and Afghanistan. That is unacceptable.
I think it
And
should be included
It
because it's remnants
It
of what
is.
happened.
It really is.
Yeah.
And we're more worried about what color Nicki Minaj's hair is, or
Right.
like these dumb bimbos back
What her-
behind us.
what her belt
what they're
says.
doing, how crazy they're acting
Yeah.
on stage or Jersey Shore, the Real Housewives. And they won't even put it at the bottom of a newscast on a major news station, so nobody knows about it. And they let out a good friend of mine take his life Friday evening, and well, his wife left him and said, "When you get your PTSD figured out, you can see me and your daughter again."
Man.
And like, it's just nobody knows. And I
Treating
actually
it like it's a venereal disease or something. That's
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. Sent us all a group text message that it said where he was, and he said he hoped he didn't see us in hell. It was pretty rough, but they finally made it to him, and it was too late. So
That stinks.
it was not good, and there's nobody talks about it.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to do with my music too, is to trying to help people understand.
People like you, and then shows like this that we try to help make it more more public awareness of it.
Yeah, let's see. And what kind of pisses me off a little bit is I did these news interviews last night with this show. And as I watch them, they edit out all the things that I said.
Oh yeah,
really?
And make it sound.
Oh no, it's going in.
You know, they cut out like I just said Nicki Minaj's hair color. Well, you cut it out because it's not what people want to hear, but it's what people need to hear.
Yeah.
Because that, unfortunately, you're more worried about some girl that sings and really doesn't do anything for this country.
Gets butt implants.
Yeah, butt implants and
so I don't know who Nicki Minaj
and
is.
sets a standard for people to look up to. That's not that great. I'm not just singling Nicki, and I just said Nicki Minaj because
it's the stereotype that you're focusing in on. And you're right. It's the Kardashians. It's those type
like that. Like it's creating a lazy just group of Americans that think, okay, well, they're doing this, so I can act like this too. Well,
people are more concerned about Bruce Jenner wanting to get a sex change. Who gives a flip?
Who cares? That's a little weird.
Bruce Jenner's wanting to get a sex change?
I saw that somewhere.
What?
Star Magazine isn't really a quality place to find news.
I'm at the checkout line at Walmart, and that's what's there to read.
I don't think you can count that as God's word right there.
They also said that they saw Elvis.
Have you seen the pictures of
in downtown Memphis? I don't know about that.
No. And along the lines of what he's saying, one of the big things that it really is, and it's not just the general population that fails to recognize PTSD, it's actually the government that fails to recognize it, because when we come home, the first thing they do is just push us into the VA with a bunch of pills and tell us to go home.
And I can't tell you, the worst feeling in the world is when that doctor prescribes you crazy medication.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes you feel about that big.
Yeah.
As you just sat here and poured your heart out to this man, trying to get help for the things you've been through, and he just says, okay, well, take this and you'll be okay. Yeah. And that pill that they give you has caused more suicides, and the side effect of it is suicidal thoughts. And they don't even care.
Yeah.
They keep giving it to you.
And that's where like the groups like the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, they are going in. I don't know if you're familiar with it at all, Marcus and Gabe too. They're going in and they're building separate PTSD and TBI brain injury hospitals next to big hospitals. They just broke ground on one next to Fort Campbell. And what they're doing is where if you come back from being deployed and you go to the VA, here's your pills, we'll talk to you in a year or two. Well, with these Intrepid facilities that they're building, you come in, hey, I'm having these bad thoughts, I'm having some stuff going on at home. They bring you in, they've got the top of the line CAT scans, brain scans, psychologists, psychiatrists, neuro people, and you're in right then and there. They bring you in and they start working with you. One of the stories they used when we went to a fundraiser with them is the guy in Afghanistan that snapped and killed all the civilians, Afghanis. A year and a half before he got deployed again, he went to the VA and said, I'm having some crazy thoughts. VA's like, all right, we put you down on the list. Well, he ends up getting deployed, snaps while he's over there, and kills a bunch of civilians. Now he's getting court-martialed and probably spend the rest of his life in jail. But that's just going to say...
I see what you're saying. And I have a friend of mine that has
doing a job.
He has a company called the A Hero Foundation. He got it started was he was going to take his own life, and his mom called right before he did it. And he went and talked to her. He made an appointment to talk with somebody at the Naval Hospital, and they said, well, we don't have an appointment. We'll have to call you back and let you know when we have an appointment. Right. And that's unacceptable as well.
That's insane. So this song goes along the line?
It does. It's called I'm Still Coming Home. It just kind of talks about how, I'm still coming home. It's pretty much in the title. It just, explains what you're feeling like. And
I hung up my boots and turned in my gun. I put on a suit like nothing's wrong. And if I'm up all night, it's just that I can't sleep. Not because I'm not where I wanna be. Yeah, I'm still coming home, leaving the past over there. I'm fighting to let go, not be so scared. In my mind, I'm still up on that ridge. Yeah, I'm back home now, crossing that bridge. Yeah, I've seen the face of fear and pain, and I've been crazy and back again. So don't give up on me, 'cause I know where I am. It's just hard for me forgetting where I've been. Yeah, I'm still coming home, leaving the past over there, and I'm fighting to let go, and I'd be so scared. In my mind, I'm still up on that ridge. Yeah, I'm back home now, but I'm still crossing that bridge. Yeah, I'm still coming home, leaving the past over there. I'm fighting to let go, and I'd be so scared. In my mind, I'm still up on that ridge. Yeah, I'm back home now. Yeah, I'm back home now, but I'm still crossing that bridge.
Mike Lane is the guy that wrote it. He's an awesome guy. I've got to hang out with him a lot. We hit it off. He played me this song, and I was like, man, that I got to get this out there. It's got to be out there. So it's really good.
Okay.
And it really is, being a vet and hearing somebody like Markus sing this song, it really hits home. And if you were there last night at the Ryman, these Vietnam vets, legacy vets, you can see those guys reliving their experiences through this music. And Markus is really hitting home with a lot of us, and he's doing a great job.
The big thing about this too is the Marine Corps or the Army, whichever you served in, they teach you to kind of mask your feelings. I know really hard in the Marine Corps.
Oh yeah.
Especially Marine Corps infantry, you're kind of programmed not to feel anything. And so when you start to feel those, PTSD or something like that, some people suck it up and keep going, and it's too much for some people. And
yeah, it's a switch. You just got to flip it on and off.
And that some people can't control that like other people can. So this song just kind of talks about it. Don't give up on me. I know where I'm at.
That was an awesome song, man. All right, so now we're going to do a live version of a song. And this one's the one that's a little more edgy, right?
It is a little more edgy. Actually, I don't think they're going to play it on mainstream radio because it's so edgy.
Oh, we're going to play it over and over then.
Yes, over and over. It's pretty much me in a song. Because I don't have a filter at all, so I just tell it like it is, how it is, when I feel like it. So it's called Thinking Out Loud.
Awesome.
If it pisses you off, good.
Good. Go for it.
What good is a ballroom without cigarettes? What's wrong with a woman with natural breasts? In a world full of fake tans and reality stars, still a few of us here that know who we are. I don't turn on the TV, it just pisses me off. Why can't we fence in the borders, legalize pot? I'm part of a red, white, and blue collar crowd with a good old boy habit of thinking out loud. Let's stop speaking English, let the guilty ones run. Raise all our taxes, take all our guns. Forget about fun, let's all work till we die, while somebody else enjoys the free ride. Don't turn on the TV, just pisses me off, watching the government spend more than we got. I'm part of a red, white, and blue collar crowd. Don't pay me no mind, I'm just thinking out loud. If you're still listening, I assume you agree, and I thank you for standing for what you believe. We're part of a red, white, and blue collar crowd with a bad reputation for thinking out loud. Got a good old boy habit of thinking out loud.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How'd you like Left Hand on the guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
He was on the air guitar, man. He was
I
wailing.
was strumming the drums.
Kicking your leg up. And
That was an awesome song.
thank you very much.
Try to
That
get you
was-
another one, Rich. She's
We-
already
we like
taken.
the edginess.
She's spoken.
We're good with what we got.
And when I was filming it, when you were talking about taking away the guns, I was zooming in on the guns on the wall, and then I'd come back out. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Oh, I like it.
We
Start
fa-
of a music video. I think we started a really good friendship here today.
Yes, we did.
Roger that.
Speaking
Very,
speaking of that friendship, one of the things we're going to talk about here, hunting,
Yes.
because hunting season is upon us.
It is all
Hunting
amongst us.
season has already happened for me
Yeah,
a little bit. You know, 'cause I'm a bow hunter.
yeah. I got the freakishly long.
Well, you
long
guys were
arms.
talking about that
Excuses.
parcels that you guys had to hunt on. Was it 50 something?
78 acres. Yeah,
78?
90
How
something.
many you got?
3,500.
3,500.
3,500.
3,500.
Yeah, I mean 7,800 acres is what I meant to say. Kind of. Jeez.
Kind of pales in comparison when you think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen some big ones come off an acre. You know,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you've seen
You
some
ain't
big
never
ones
lied.
come off an anchor. What?
my head.
You've seen some. I
Oh,
just
anchor
heard
come
you've
off
seen
my
some
head.
big ones come off an acre, but I'll just let that lie.
You should.
Everybody took a drink all at the same time.
That's right. Dead air.
I was actually tweeting. I just posted a photo of Markus in action playing the guitar on Twitter. You should all be getting that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not much of a tweet.
I don't twit.
He doesn't even know how
My
to say
little
it.
cousin, my little cousin is trapped in
Twit.
California. She graduated. She got accepted to MTSU.
Nice.
She's trapped in California. Her name's Zara. She is just about the most country girl you'd ever meet. That has been her whole life stuck in Southern California.
Oh
The hell
man.
with that.
So
I
she,
couldn't do that.
Southern Cal.
so she did choose MTSU. I remember when you had her come
yeah,
up here.
yeah. She actually
Good choice.
I'm pretty sure she's going to go with MTSU, but she also applied to UT, Missouri, Alabama.
Nice.
So she's
We
like
know what Marcus is going to tell her to do,
4.8,
and my wife would tell her to do.
4.9 student.
I
She's
mean, is she like a singer or something?
no, she's just like a professional student. She's one of the smartest girls I've ever known.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
she won't like
she's
me
a-
then. She won't like me then.
So hunting wise, what have you got so far?
I've got 2 down on the ground since our season opened October 15th, and I haven't found one of them.
What?
Yep, both of them. One of them was a really old 6-point. I've been trying to get rid of.
Is that one? The one with the flat.
The one with the flat
Yeah.
horns. He's degenerating. He's going back down. I don't want him to breed this year with our does, so we manage it pretty hard down there as much as we can. People around us that own the properties around us, they don't really care. If it's brown, it's down. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to grow big deer.
Right.
And we can get big deer down there because we've killed big deer down there before. But if everybody kills everything, you can't have deer like that. That's why the last 3 years, I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, so I haven't really hunted. Nobody's hunted that side of the property.
Yeah.
And that's why we have those deers like the picture I showed you, because, nobody's hunted it, and they've been able to grow and live there, But now I'm home, and 9 of them that we have pictures of, and I'm going to start with one and work my way back.
Nice. What'd you get him with?
I got him with a bow.
Oh, that's
And I
right.
tell you how it happened. I sat for the whole first week of the season, all day. I came up here to Nashville for a day, then I drove back down. And I've been sitting there, I was sitting there for 5 days, hadn't seen a deer. Not one. And it was perfect conditions. The weather was changing. The acorns were falling. You could hear it. It sounded like raindrops where I was sitting in the woods. It was, but it wasn't raining. It was sunny and beautiful outside, but it sounded like it was raining because of all the acorns falling. And we had the 6-point came in right before dark. 6-point came in, and God, I could have spit on him. He was so close to me.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. Well, I remembered in those pictures that 6-point runs with that big 8-point I showed you. Big white rings around his eyes. Yeah. And they came in, and I had a tree marked with my rangefinder at 35 yards. And I was like, that's going to be the money shot because that was right next to their trail. The 6-point got spooked because my stand creaked when I shifted my weight. Oh, no. And I looked back, and this massive 8-point picks up his head and comes over there to where the 6-point is at 35 yards, and they're standing broadside at me at 35 yards, both of them. But it was perfect. There was a tree on the right side covering up their heads, and it was a tree on the left side covering up their hind ends. Yeah. All I could get was that one little shot, and I didn't know which one was in the front, which one was in the back. It was right about dark. I said, I'm never going to get this opportunity again. So I pulled back, I shot, and I tracked blood for 350 yards. Nothing. My guess is I came up on a beaver pond. That was the last place I found blood.
Went to the water.
He went to the water and couldn't make it all the way across, and
he's down there somewhere.
Because I didn't see, the other big factor is I didn't see any vultures when I came back, any buzzards.
I bet you he is.
Yeah. So he's probably at the bottom of that beaver pond, which is brings me to my next point. Everybody should go kill beavers because now there's a beaver pond on my property that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah. I had a similar shot. I was playing the Cabela's Big Game Hunter at Dave and Buster's, and there was 2 of them, and you couldn't see which was the big one.
That does not count.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Okay.
I can't. That's why you're a pizza box.
The pizza
that might
box
be why.
Up again.
I played a lot of Duck Hunter as a kid on Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it's just
love that game.
Duck Hunt was awesome.
Love that
Especially
game.
once you figured out if you held it in one place on the screen, it would kill everything.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
I
in
never
real life.
found that out.
You never did?
I have one at the house.
It doesn't work.
I'm going home right now. I'll be back in a minute, you guys.
What kind of you do any special stuff that you can tell us on air to get ready?
Any special for hunt season?
Attractants.
Well, those yellow acorns are
doe urine.
Always a big help before the season, just to kind of see what you've got, so you know what you've got in there. Some people don't do that. We probably start around July, and we'll put the feeders out and set them for 4:00 in the afternoon, and put the camera up just so we can see what our deer population looks like, because we're actually part of the Alabama Beautiful Forest and a couple other organizations that help us manage our land. We take the jawbones and turn them into the conservation department because we usually kill about 30 to 45 deer a year, so we try to manage it as much as possible. So we have bigger deer when people come down to hunt. Right. We can show them a good time. I tell you, our turkeys are huge, abundant. Jimmy Primos actually came and hunted for turkeys. He said, I want to come back and hunt during deer season, and I was like, man, I'd be embarrassed for you to come here and deer hunt. Seeing what you kill on your show, it's but I mean, it's family land. We've had it since 1844, and we've been there ever since.
Wow.
It's just, I love it. They're actually about to put a big road right through the middle of it, a 4-lane beach expressway. Cutting it in half.
That's what they did with our farm.
It's ridiculous, man. It cuts off. It makes it where you don't have to drive and make 2 left turns.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
It literally, it's actually longer to go that way than it is to make the 2 left turns and hit it.
I wonder if UPS is involved in that, because they only make right turns.
Could be.
So, but we're gonna get you guys down there.
Yeah.
We got a camp house. It's a 1935 farmhouse. We got everything you need: hot water, 12 beds.
Get rid of the snakes before I come.
Yeah, it's they're already gone for right now.
You got a bed that's 13 feet long.
Yeah.
You can lay diagonal in one of the beds.
Over here.
You'll be all right.
Pull 2 together.
You know what? I actually have this really nice leather recliner that folds up. It'll fit you.
Perfect.
It sucks me into it. So
nice.
You'll be all right.
I'll take it.
They only thing you got to do is bring your own heat.
Okay.
We don't have heat.
A fireplace?
No.
Wood stove?
We have a wood stove, but it's not hooked up yet. That an insulated pipe for a wood stove costs $113 for a 3-foot section.
What?
And it just so happens I need about 25 foot of it.
What?
Yeah. $113 for a 3-foot section.
We need to do a redneck version.
So if we got anybody that's
we'll just
in
go get
the
some pipe and start.
Yeah, in the insulated pipe business.
insulated pipe business that wants to donate to our cause,
To the Shady Rest, that's what we call it.
The
It's
Shady
in,
Rest.
it's in a little town
Contact
called
us at
it's in Elba, Alabama,
talkinglead@gmail.com.
but it's in the Shady Grove community.
So you are Slim Shady.
Yes, we all get pretty housed when we go down there and party and hang out, and so we started calling it the Shady Rest. So when we say where people, the wives and the girlfriends ask us where we're going, Shady Rest. See you later. We got a cool little fire
You
pit.
get him to the rescue ranch benefit.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I was talking to Rich about it.
Okay.
We have been. I just made a really good friendship. We're going to be friends for a very long time, whether you like it or not.
And we're going to be eating good.
Yes, we're going to be eating good too.
I got it.
We're gonna have a
'Cause
country stalker.
I can cook the hell out of some deer meat. Make some
Heck yeah.
roll-ups,
I'm in.
deer jerky.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, the cool
Jerky.
thing,
Jerky.
Nice.
in the 7 months I was in Afghanistan, we took 5 of the deer that we had killed that year. My uncle made jerky for me and my squad, and it was just out of this world. So we ate 5 deer in 7 months, all jerky. That's
I don't know if it would
protein.
have lasted that long with me.
well, I kind of kept most of
Man,
it.
all I got was those frozen mini pizzas.
In pizza boxes.
Remember those
Yeah.
little
boxes.
frozen mini pizzas?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I stole a goat. I stole a goat one time, and we ate it
Did you?
from one of the little kids. We were eating MREs. They were supposed to bring us like a shipment of like real food, And I got one of my buddies.
It's a delicacy in Jamaica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Goat tail.
yeah, hell, it's a delicacy. And real quick, the reason I don't pick in Alabama because I play a lot of shows around town. So if I wear an Auburn hat, then
yeah, we forgot about
I
that.
lose half my clientele. Because all the Alabama fans won't pay attention to me. If I wear an Alabama hat, none of the Auburn fans will pay
Yeah,
attention
stay
to
neutral.
me. So I stay neutral, but I will say this. I'll say War Eagle because Gene Chizik and the 2010 National Championship Auburn Tigers football team sent me and my boys while we were in Afghanistan after the National Championship game 6 boxes of Auburn stuff and food and all that, signed,
awesome.
everything.
Very
Gene Chizik
cool.
wrote me a letter. It was really, really cool. They stepped up to the plate. I don't know if anybody contacted Alabama. I'm not saying they wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that's what I received.
I'll
And
tell you what
I'm
we'll
very
do.
grateful for that.
We will hook you up with a talking lead hat. That way you can wear that talking lead hat.
I'm down.
And
There we go. There we go. That's sweet. By the way, I like your truck.
Which
the black one? The
black
Toyota?
one?
you hadn't seen mine yet, have you?
I saw yours
You
out
seen
there.
mine?
I saw yours
you
out
don't like
there, too.
mine? Okay.
I like yours because it's American made.
Yeah.
I don't like yours because it's not American made.
Yeah.
It just looks cool.
Yeah.
I like yours, too, though. That's what I was talking to him
digital
about.
camo?
How bad. Yep. Digital camo. And it's a GMC.
That's
I love a GMC.
Yukon, baby.
I mean, I love a Ford.
I miss my
I drive a
F-150.
Ford.
you gotta watch
I love a Ford.
I had an F-150. I loved it.
That's what I've got.
Oh, I love that thing.
2013.
Now I got the FJ.
Let's
still
go
like the
shoot.
FJ, though.
Let's do
Well,
it.
The hell are
Sean's
trucks?
about to come on and do 45. So now we got Sean coming over here. You've heard Sean in our Gun Shop Diaries episodes.
And he's also
known in-
helped with a couple of AR issues that I've had, and he's going to
And
help me
videos.
with the 300.
And you're not
build.
looking as much like Godwin because you're growing your beard out farther now.
I'm trying to change it a little bit for you, but so you know I don't get.
So you don't get the same look twice?
And
yeah.
since it is episode 45, we're going to talk about the round 45 ACP. Maybe even 45 long coat. Long coat.
You can say coat.
Got a long coat.
You're in Tennessee. You can say coat.
So you like 45, right?
I do. I like 45 long coat a bunch too.
Yeah, because you like the sass stuff.
I like the old cowboy
You're
guns.
a little sassy.
You know.
And then you got some information you pulled up on it, just the general.
Well,
about
you
the
know my
cartridge.
go-to Wikipedia. So the 45
'Cause it's
ACP,
always right.
It's on the internet.
which is
Bonjour.
11.43 by 23 millimeter automatic Colt pistol, also known as the 45 Auto by CIP. Which, do we know what CIP stands for?
No.
Hold on.
Can you wiki that one?
Yep. CIP is the Commission International
Permanente.
Permanente por la Porfa de Arma de...
CIP.
Are you speaking Spanish?
I think it's French, but
All right.
anyway. Or 45 Auto by Sammy is a cartridge designed by John Browning in 1904 for use in this prototype Colt semi-automatic
1904.
45 pistol and eventually the M1911 pistol adopted by the United States Army in
1911.
1911. There we go.
You have some 1911.
I do. I got a couple different ones. I got a Kimber that's not really a Kimber. It's been completely gutted. So the only part of Kimber is it's a slide in the frame.
So it has the logo on it.
Yeah.
It's a
that's
Sean now,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, and I can't take the credit for doing the work on it. A buddy of mine did it, and he does really good work. So he did my 1911, and I got a Springfield long slide which I like a lot. 6-inch barreled 1911, and trying to think, that might be the only two 1911s that I currently own right now.
We have 45 long Colt.
Several Cimarrons, several Ubertis. I got a couple Ruger Vaqueros, the new ones, and
Nice.
I like the 45 long Colt a lot.
You're tossing around the idea to getting a Thompson, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm currently trying to find a post sample.
Yeah, which I forgot to bring you that magazine again.
No, that's all right. Yeah, I'm trying to find a post sample so we can rent it here on the range because it's a classic gun. I mean, I love the Thompson.
Now, the Ruger Alaskan that I want that's in 454 Casull, would that be considered 45? It's just got .004 more.
Well, it's 45 caliber.
Yeah.
And then the Casull is just a longer cartridge.
That goes boom really louder.
It does. Any pistol cartridge that takes small rifle primers is it's kind of more of a piffle instead of a pistol.
A piffle?
Yeah.
I'm officially going to start calling them piffles.
It's a mix between a pistol and a rifle.
And it makes it awesome because it sounds so dainty when you say piffle, but it's really not at all.
454 Casull is a handful.
Oh, yeah. And one thing we wanted to announce, we had the AR-15 beauty pageant back in the spring.
And we had talked about doing a
1911 beauty pageant.
So we are in the works of getting that all ironed out and solidified. And
so start sending your pictures in of your 1911 decked out, however you get it decked out. 45 caliber, no 9 mils. We got to go legit.
You're restricting it to 45 only.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think we should
let the 9
keep
in?
It pure. Yeah, no,
leave it at 45.
No. Yeah, I agree.
So start sending your pictures in, just like you did with the AR-15 beauty pageant, of that 45.
So can I enter this one?
Yeah.
I didn't get to enter the last one.
You will win, but you can enter it. You entered like 20 times with your ARs.
I might have to enter that one. I got a little bit of stuff I'm doing to my 6-inch.
We've got some stuff in the works.
1911.
We've got some stuff in the works with this one that might be a little bit bigger when it comes for prizes. So we may have some nice sponsors coming on board. Hint, if you're listening.
Or we may not.
Yeah.
You know me, I don't care much about.
I
don't care much about prizes. I mean,
you just want to win.
I just,
in it to win it, right?
Well,
You want to say you have the 1911 that won the 1911
Sure,
beauty
why
pageant.
not?
So start sending those pictures in, talkingled@gmail.com.
Not just any 1911 beauty contest. It's the Talking Lead
1911 beauty
first
pageant.
annual 1911
and
beauty contest.
Does it help with good backgrounds?
We did talk about that with the AR, and nobody did it. Nobody sent any special
background stories.
No, background pictures. Images like somebody holding the gun.
Yeah.
Some person that might be easy on the eyes holding the gun. That might sway the judges a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could.
But see, if you enter, you're not going to be able to judge the contest.
Well, that's okay.
Okay, all right.
Non-biased
So
opinion.
if you want to sway the judges in some way, shape, or form, maybe it could happen.
If you want to get a supermodel to show off your 45, that's cool.
Well, I mean, there's some other manufacturers that do it, and I think it really shows good taste with it. So why not?
There's something to be said for sex sales.
Yeah.
And it's not.
And wins contests.
Yeah.
We're having the 1911 beauty contest, 45, of course, but 45 is not just in 1911s and 45 long Colts. There's Glocks.
Absolutely.
45.
Absolutely. Smith & Wesson, M&Ps, XDs. I mean,
there's even some pistol carbines that.
Absolutely. I mean, 45 ACP is a super popular cartridge. I mean, always has been.
High point carbine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's draw a line, okay? No, I do know. I mean, high points aren't bad guns. They fire at least once reliably, but okay.
All right, Sean. Appreciate it. A little abbreviated 45 talk, but we wanted to announce the
45
1911 beauty pageant. So we appreciate it, man.
I might enter my 6-inch because I'm fixing to Cerakote it.
You might enter your 6-inch?
Yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Hey, we were talking about 1911s.
Half for anybody.
Talking about guns.
There you go.
Sean talked about the 1911s, which is cool because you were wanting a 1911 as your go-to next gun.
So we walked in here today, and I was like, take me out right now.
I can give you some
you saw
suggestions.
those two.
I need to leave.
Yeah, they got a big selection of
I just bought a new guitar yesterday, so
The
I'm not
Remington,
buying anything.
R1 is not a bad 1911 at all. I mean, especially if you're looking for your first one, you kind of want to.
because left hand wants to sell it.
No, I don't. I'm not getting rid of them
because he's got one for sale.
I've got two, and I'm not selling either one of them. But I'll let you shoot them.
Yeah.
Now back to that
the 6
song.
hour's not bad either.
That song you sang, the little
Yes.
edgy one, the
Yeah.
one you did live.
Yeah. Thinking
So
out loud.
you're saying radio has
Mainstream
ixnayed
just had a.
They haven't conniption.
Haven't been completely denied yet, but they said it was too racy because it talked about the natural boobs and legalizing pot,
People taking away your guns.
people taking away your guns, and lazy people not working
Wow.
while we pay for them to buy booze and drugs.
So it's not PC.
Yeah, it's not politically correct.
But you can still buy it.
Yes, you can still buy
Hint,
it, and I'm
hint.
going to play the hell out of it.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
And you can hear it on our show.
You know what? We may play that as the going out music too.
I like that.
Our extra.
Yeah. We'll instead of our usual
Cool thing is,
outro.
it fits me pretty much to a T. Like, it's me. You can ask the guys from my label. I don't really hold anything back at all.
You speak your mind.
All day, every day.
That's good.
Which is why we're gonna hit it off.
The doctor at the VA actually told me that I was crazy because I stood up for what I believed.
Oh, you got that too?
Yeah,
I got that too.
She said that's not politically correct, and I was like, well, who the told me I'm supposed to be politically correct?
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
sorry.
how-
When's that ever been a
I'm sorry.
prerequisite for being
This is
human?
America. You know what I mean? Like we.
I was told it's not a normal way of thinking, and here's your medication. Thank you.
Yep. 2 bottles.
Wow.
2 bottles.
I
Don't
got,
speak your mind.
I got
Take
2
some
different
drugs.
kinds.
I had
Keep
4.
your opinions
Good
to
Lord.
yourself if you're.
Yeah, keep your opinions
Never
to
mind
yourself
what I
if
said.
you don't want to fall in line.
Well, Marcus, thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you
We
guys for
appreciate
having me,
it.
man. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun.
We
It's
gotta
actually
thank-
been the best radio podcast interview I think I've ever done.
Nice. I like hearing that. But we got to thank our sponsors. I'm glad he said that right before we thank our sponsors, too. That's perfect. We want to thank US Elite Gear, us-elitegear.com. Go there for any of your kit needs, hunting stuff, tactical stuff, backpacks, jackets, boots, everything, and type in the code.
Supplemental stuff.
Yeah.
We got
Type in the code
Sport
Talking
supplements.
Lead, and you'll get a discount there.
ICE Training, ICEtraining.us. That's Rob Pincus. And check out all his awesome videos. I mean, he's got anything and everything that you can think of gun related. So check that out. And then all his other conglomerates, the PDN, go to YouTube, Personal Defense Network. Check those guys out too.
Also, All or Nothing Tattoo Studios. That's allornothingtattoo.com.
I need to go see him.
Yeah, you do. It's an awesome place.
Maybe he can take this thing on my leg and
He could turn it into anything.
make
And he
it
can finish
something.
that thing on your sleeve too.
Yeah, I gotta
And-
get that done.
and
That's
they're-
actually a memorial for my 2 buddies that got killed overseas. So
Oh,
I've never
man.
got to get it finished.
Yeah, you need to go down there and get it taken care
I'll
of.
show y'all a picture of what I want.
And their gun-friendly store, strangleholdmerch.com.
Holder and Green Professional Real Estate Services, HG Press for all your Middle Tennessee real estate needs. Contact those guys at toll-free 1-800-615-1840, extension 2222. Buying, selling, any real estate needs you got, give those guys a call.
Thanks to Clutch Defense, too, for putting out a code with the Clay Creamfield Motorsports. If you go to clutchdefense.com and type in Talking Lead 68 for the race car number 68 and Talking Lead, of course.
I just had a big conversation with Lloyd. He's one of the owners there at Clutch Defense. They're gearing up, getting a lot of stuff in. They've got some ammo, so definitely if you guys are in need of some ammo, give them a call. And they do bulk orders as well.
Cool. And thanks to Ergo Grip, too, for helping us out with the
Ergo
AR
Grip
build.
helping us up with our 300 AR builds, giving us a lot of the supplies that we needed for that. Also, like to thank, who was the other one?
This guy.
That guy right there.
Well, we were going to skip you since you're probably going to be on the show a lot more now.
Oh, we'd like
And
to
you got a
thank
pizza
the
box.
Nashville
And he got a pizza
Armory.
box.
Nashville Armory
Yeah,
for
definitely.
letting us record here tonight and use of their range. Those guys are awesome here.
This place is amazing. If you're ever in the Nashville area, come by the Nashville Armory. It's nashvillearmory.com.
State of the art
is the website.
facilities, equipment. They're always stocked to the gill with tactical rifles, shotguns, precision rifles, handguns.
ARs.
Yeah.
I mean, they've
it is
got it.
It's a nice place. But if you're not in the Nashville area and you find yourself in the Columbia area, please come by Northside Guns and see Gabriel Wren.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Gabe, for coming on the show, too.
I really don't know what I'm doing here.
We'll get you on
You're the
again. You
man.
won't know what you're doing then.
Yeah, I never do.
That's awesome. And Marcus, tell everybody how they can find your album, your website, outdoormusic.com, right? For the record label?
You can go to outdoormusic.com. It'll have the links on there. You can go to markusfox.com. It's MARKUSFOX.com.
What are you shooting on your page there? You're shooting a
That
rifle.
is a Browning 308 lever action.
Nice.
Gold trigger series.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was the gun I took my first deer with.
Do you tweet, Instagram, any of that stuff?
I have Facebook, a Twitter account. I don't do Instagram.
Okay.
That's a little girly.
No.
Yeah.
The gun stuff on there's awesome. I
I've
didn't
never
realize
seen
it
the
until
gun
about
stuff.
2 months ago.
I guess that hasn't come to my neck of the woods yet.
Yeah.
Right now, all the girls.
I refused to use it too, and then somebody kept saying you got to get on Instagram. So I got on there and started networking with some of the gun people on there. I was like, oh, yeah.
Is that the one where you can send
stuff.
pictures of yourself and they only see it for like 3 seconds?
No, that would be Snapchat.
Oh,
I don't even know what
I
that
don't
is.
know anything about that either.
That sounds
you
perverted.
That is
way over my
actually
head on this
saving the all the women from sending bad pictures because they disappear in 3 seconds. Go away forever. But there's
Not that you would know.
There's a big Snapchat.
Oh, they go somewhere.
Yeah, they go.
They
I was
don't
just saying, there's probably a big
disappear.
Snapchat
NSA.
account.
What's
What's on the internet? Always on the internet.
Well, you can also find my music on iTunes or CD Baby. Just type in Marcus Fox, and my new album that just came out yesterday, November 11th. It's called Thinking Out Loud.
Gotcha.
It's
Veterans Day.
yes, on Veterans Day.
It's a good release day.
I think it was. I think it was really good.
So all you lead heads out there, go to iTunes, download Marcus Fox with a K.
With a K.
Markus. Just think Mark, us.
I think they got it. You spelt it.
Markus. One more
Alright.
time. Markus.
Hey, we need to make a song about it.
We do. That's a good idea.
That's your next project. It's time
Marcus
you're
with a
on.
K.
You're gonna have a Marcus with a K song for us. Just a
Does this
little
make me a lead head now?
You are a lead head.
Sweet.
You are officially a lead head.
bit. Yes, sir. But even though that yesterday was Veterans Day, never stop whenever you run across a veteran, thanking them for their service to
Absolutely.
our country.
Absolutely.
Just because it was Veterans Day doesn't mean you stop doing that.
nope. And as always, left hand.
Keep your loved ones close
And your firearms closer.
What good is a ballroom without cigarettes? What's wrong with a woman with natural breasts? In a world full of fake tans and reality stars, still a few of us here that know who we are. I don't turn on the TV, it just pisses me off. Why can't we fence in the borders and legalize pot? I'm part of a red, white, and blue collar crowd with a good old boy habit of thinking out loud. Let's stop speaking English and let the guilty ones run. Raise all our taxes and take all our guns. Forget about fun, let's all work till we die, while somebody else enjoys the free ride. I don't turn on the TV, it just pisses me off. Watching the government spend more than we've got. I'm part of a red, white, and blue collar crowd. Don't pay me no mind, I'm just thinking out loud. I assume you agree. I thank you for standing for what you believe. We're part of a red, white, and blue collar crowd with a bad reputation.